Hello everybody, my name is Ossi Mäntylahti and I would like to share to you today a case where we investigated one client case about phantom stock in Odoo warehouses. Let me share my screen and explain this to you so you are able to follow how this is done. And we are doing this video in order for people to be able to maybe share the experiences and learn from what we did. So here is the case. We had one client who is running Odoo's e-commerce site, and they were complaining to us that they are seeing phantom quantities of the products that they are selling, and it's very strange because in the on-hand quantity in Odoo and the forecasted quantity in Odoo are different. The website is showing that there are 3 units available, but the on-hand and the forecasted quantities are different. So we started investigating what has happened here. And we can actually see that these products, as you see from the website, this is a product which has 4 different variants. So we are thinking that okay, perhaps the thing is that these variants are showing different quantities, and that's where the quantities are coming up. No, this wasn't the case. We saw that the forecasted quantity and the quantity on hand for these products was also showing zeros. So where to turn to next? In order for us to understand a bit about this conundrum, we should be explaining how the shop was organized. The shop was organized so that they were having 4 warehouses. The shop had one main warehouse. It's on the left-hand side here. It says IKEA warehouse, and then it is having these 3 business warehouses, which is like Centro, Ecatepec, and Oriente. And they typically the operation is that the stuff was arriving to the warehouse, which is a separate location near the Centro location. But in Odoo's case, this is the main warehouse. From that warehouse, they were doing the internal transfers to Centro, Ecatepec, and Oriente, which are actually also physical locations. They had and in Centro, Ecatepec, and Oriente, they had point of sale so that they are able to sell the merchandise, and therefore the warehouse quantities are important. Now in Odoo, when you have a multi-warehouse setup, you can have one warehouse which is connected to your website, and in this website you need to connect one warehouse which feeds the website. The other warehouses you can do in Odoo so that they are actually feeding the main warehouse. So the client had created these 2 routes by themselves. And that turned out to be the reason for why this was happening. So to understand what was going on, we have to understand what does exactly mean to have the forecasted quantity or virtual quantity in Odoo. Let's take a look at these and understand the concept. So the thing is that when you are creating a product, and you have 0 quantity on hand, and you have forecasted quantity. What it means is that every single time when you are doing a purchase or sale of the product, and when you are validating this sales order or purchase order, and this is actually quite important, it also applies to the internal transfers as well. When you validate these, then Odoo increases or decreases the virtual quantity of the product, and it increases that one even before this product has arrived to your warehouse, or even when you are not sold it yet. So in this example, I have purchased two times the test product, one 100 and one 1000. And I have actually set so that they will be arriving to two different warehouses. This is quite important in our investigations, so that because Odoo's transfer can only happen inside one between 2 points. So you cannot have the one order delivered to two Odoo warehouses. You have to receive them to the first in one, and then if you want to transfer them to another, then you need to do the internal transfer. So here is what we are seeing now in the website after I have validated this test product. We can see that the warehouse is showing 100 and the Sucursal Centro is showing 1000. In order to see these amounts in the website, there is an excellent extension in Odoo which is called Stock per Warehouse. It is created by Webcool and it is highly recommended add-on. It makes the multi-warehouse environment and e-commerce quite efficient. And this one gave us a hint what was going on. Remember that our problem was that we were seeing that there are 3 items, and even though that the stock in hand was showing 0. When you have installed this Stock per Warehouse extension in Odoo's views, you are now seeing that the product, you are seeing a new tab, which is this warehouse stocks here. This tab, this extension does not add the functionality in Odoo's product management. It just makes it visible. So here we can now see that this product has the virtual quantity, available quantity 0, then all the warehouses are showing 0, but we are seeing 3 in the Sucursal Centro where this product is. So we can see that there is an incoming quantity on the right-hand side of this 3, which is showing 3. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, why this is available to be bought, even though that the product at hand is showing 0. And even though that we are seeing that the virtual quantities is 5 and the outgoing quantity is 5 as minus 5. And outgoing quantity is 5. That is exactly why the customers are able to purchase this item from the website, and because the Sucursal Centro is the one who is connected to the main site. Now, in order to see this in practice, we can actually program one internal transfer. And I mentioned earlier that the purchases and sales are the clear cases when you can validate, but you don't do the transfer yet. The funny thing in Odoo is that this also applies to the internal transfers. So if I now do an internal transfers between WH stock and Eka stock, which are 2 warehouses, then I will see that the status of this one is showing here, and the next one is showing which is the next item. So if I click the first one, first step is mark as to do, which essentially gives the warehouse staff an order that you need to go and do this thing. Then the status of this one is shifting in the internal transfers as waiting. Next steps would be to check availability, which makes it ready if the stock is available in Odoo's source warehouse. It also increases the reserved amount, and it also increases the virtual quantity of this product. So now we can see, as I programmed this from stock to Ecatec, we can now see that the original was 24 units, virtual quantity is 19 units, And we can see that the Ecatepec virtual quantity is now showing 5 and incoming quantity is 5. Only when I validate this in the internal transfer. In the internal transfer, validation works a bit differently than in sales and purchases. In the case of internal transfer, the validate means that now you have executed also the product move. In the sales and purchases, the validate means just that, okay, now you are ready to perform the reception or sending of the goods. So in our example case, we actually went to operations and internal transfer, and here we can see that if we apply filters for waiting or ready or draft, we are able to see that these are the incomplete transfers. And once we cleared this out, now in our case, the customer was seeing that there are no units available, and the phantom quantities are no longer. So this, ladies and gentlemen, has been the case for researching the phantom quantities in Odoo's warehouse. I hope that this video has been useful for all. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.